I'm sharing this because I need to get it off my chest. My wife walked out on me, and my kids sided with her. Years later, they're reaching out to reconnect, but I told them to hold on to the same attitude they had when they chose her over me. When I was 23, I thought I had life all figured out. I married my college sweetheart, Emily. She was vibrant, bold, the kind of person who lit up any room without effort. I was more reserved, steady, the one who kept things grounded. We complemented each other, or so I believed. By 34, we had 3 kids, Ava, 10, Lucas, 8, and Ethan, 5. I worked long hours running a construction business while Emily stayed home with the kids. To the outside world, we were picture perfect. Weekend barbecues, family snapshots at the lake, holiday cards with coordinated outfits. But beneath the happy facade, our marriage was crumbling in ways I didn't fully grasp at the time. One Thursday evening, I came home early from a project, excited to take Emily out for dinner. Instead, I found her at the kitchen table with a man I knew, our neighbor, Mark, the guy who'd give me a friendly nod every morning as I headed to work. The look on her face said it all before she even spoke. I didn't shout or break anything. I just stood there frozen. Something inside me shattered silently. We divorced a few months later. For the kids' sake, I kept things amicable. We agreed not to tell them the real reason, just that Mom and Dad drifted apart. I thought I was shielding them. Looking back, that silence was my biggest regret, because Emily didn't stay quiet. Slowly, my kids started pulling away. It began with small things, shorter visits, distant attitudes, ignored texts. By the time Ava was 14, she looked me in the eye and said, "You destroyed everything, Dad. You're why we're not a family anymore." I had no idea where she got that story, but I could guess. By the time Ethan was 17, all 3 barely acknowledged me except to ask for money or throw insults. Emily had painted me as the bad guy, the one who gave up on our family. I tried to tell them the truth, but Emily warned me she'd make life hell for me and my mom if I ever spoke about her affair. She was thriving in real estate by then, with connections, money, and a charm she wielded like a weapon. I was too worn out to fight, so I stayed silent and watched my kids become strangers who despised me. 2 years later, I was utterly alone. The kids stopped responding to my messages. They didn't come for holidays. At Ethan's graduation, they treated me like some awkward acquaintance who didn't belong. One night, after months of feeling like a ghost, I hit rock bottom. A bottle of whiskey, a handful of pills, and a note that just read, "I did my best." I woke up in a hospital with my boss and closest friend, Tom, by my side. He didn't preach. He just said, "You need a fresh start, man. You can't keep living in a house full of memories." A month later, Tom offered me a transfer to manage a branch of our company in Oregon, halfway across the country. I took it, packed my life into a moving truck, and drove away. In Oregon, I met Claire. She was the opposite of Emily, gentle, introspective, kind. She worked at a small bookstore, loved quiet sunrises, and somehow saw worth in broken things. She didn't try to fix me. She just sat with me until I could breathe again. 10 months later, we started dating. 3 years after that, we married. Now we have 2 kids, Mia and Owen, ages 6.
This is short video. To watch the full story, click on the link below.